Mis panchico ustedes pa, Juan, primeramente, saludos y respetos going out to everyone. I hope this video finds everybody in the best of health, physically, mentally, and bien de que es with the paperiza, with the froggies, with the papel verde, with the with the feria. So look, um, many of you that have been following my trajectory would know that I am part of the La Una Labor's Branch, Local 585, proudly, unless I get a job somewhere else. Did somebody say somewhere else? So look, unfortunately for me, I came in as a temporary journeyman, uh, meaning I have to put in 4,000 hours, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. 4,000 hours in order to be on the regular list. They have a apprentice list. That one goes by fast, because they get paid less. And then they have the journeyman list. And then they have the temporary journeyman list. I've been on the list for a year since January of 2024. Uh, I was offered a job in Los Angeles. However, Local 300 got involved and they didn't let me they didn't let me work, bro. They didn't let me take the job, But I understand they got their own workers, they got their own people in their within their jurisdiction, right? So basically, I uh I am in limbo right now. I am just stagnant, not moving. You know what I mean? So in order to get a jale, I've been, getting a bunch of certifications. I've been getting a bunch of certifications, dog. Um, and then I found out about this program that will assist you with that will assist you, and put you in school, and I'm going to school for a Class A commercial driver's license. Uh, I didn't know how to drive stick shift. I did not know, but in the time that I've been going to school, I've learned that. I've been driving the big rigs. Um, I don't have no endorsements. However, look, the reason why I'm even bringing this up, the reason why I'm even bringing this up, it's because I've been studying hard, going to school far, far away, and to me, I deserve the license. You know what I mean? But it's not what I think or it's not what I want. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. The free world does not work that way. So I study pretty hard. Different people learn different ways. You know what I mean? So if you're the type of person that learns by people showing you, boom, 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 then you see what it is, blah, 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 blah. There's people that can't even read, but whatever. I'm not gonna say no names. We all know who it is. But anyways, look, I'm not here to smut nobody up, except for that one person. But look, there's something called, and that's my bad that I didn't look into it. There's a applied leakage. There's something called GALSA, GALSA, and it stands for All Brakes Test on the semis. When you go to the DMV, they do all brakes tests. So GALSA is your governor cutout. If you know, you know. If you don't, then maybe you shouldn't. Well, I'm not gonna. Let me rephrase that. If you know, you know, and if you ain't knowing, you're still growing. Go to school for it. So there's the governor cutout. The A stands for applied leakage. The L stands for low warning light. low air warning light. Um, Gausa. The S stands for springs brake pop up, and the A stands for all brakes test. So if you learn those words and the numbers, you'll pass. Because every single one has a number, dog. And I don't want to bore you with all the details, right? But I get to the DMV. I've been going to school all year. You know, I felt like I was ready. The instructors felt like I was ready. And when I get there, Cholo Juan get nervous. Cholo Juan get nervous. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I got nervous, and like I said, it's my fault for not learning it or even knowing about it because I should have inquired. But I didn't know the Gausa, so I was right there, like, yeah, I did everything. I did everything. In-cab inspection. The mirrors, everything. The fire extinguisher kit. The needle is in the green, ready to go, fully loaded. You can with a safety pin, homie, so there's no discharge, accidental discharge, all that. But I forgot the apply leakage, homie, and it's my fault. I failed. I failed, and it's you know what? The instructors at the DMV, they're heroes. They're not gonna pass you if you're gonna be a threat to the road. If you're gonna be someone that doesn't know the craft, if there's an accident, bro, a lot of people could get hurt. You know what I mean? So I took it. I said, you know what? I forgot it. I wish they would have given me another chance that day, but they didn't. I forgot it. I went home. I studied a little harder, and I came back the next day. Came back the next day, aced it, and then after that, there's something called pre-trip inspection where they give you a list and there's a bunch of stuff that's not even on the list, but like certain little words from the list will help you remember everything else. By now I know every single thing that I need to know for the DMV. However, this guy, the DMV guy, he failed me. It was a different guy. He was in Raza. He was another Raza, but I'm not even gonna get the Razas involved because it's not about that. I was really angry because I feel like at first I felt like he failed me for no reason, right? Um, and I'm not even gonna put him on blast, but I said way more. I did way more than others. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not gonna stamp it. You know what I mean? But when it came down to it, Cholo Juan was right there. Que the coolant reservoir, woo 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 woo. I failed. He failed me because I I forgot to say that there was no space. I forgot to say that there was enough space between the landing gear and the tractor frame uh for the truck to do a right turn or a left turn or whatnot, in between the tires, tractor frame, landing gear. I didn't say that, and man, I got all confused when I got to the back and I seen so many lights. So I might have missed a light or two. There's five lights. There's running light, uh four-way flasher, signal light, brakes, and what are those called? Clearance lights. So I forgot one of them, and he failed me for that. And I was mad. I was angry. I didn't know how to feel. So I was like, man, this was racist. Woo, 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 woo. And I sit back. I went home, sit back, analyze the situation, and I said, you know what? I mean, maybe I don't like the guy. Maybe I don't like his demeanor. But when it came down to doing his job, that's his job to keep the roads safe. You know what I mean? So by him failing me, that means I gotta go study harder, dog. Cause I gotta get this Class A license, bro. I gotta get this Class A license to land a job within the union that I'm in because right now it's looking all bad, all grave. You know what I mean? So, like I said, going back to the instructor at the DMV, I was angry at first. I didn't think it was fair, but whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. I need to study harder and I need to ace it. However, he failed me. I got angry. Uh, but now, despite the fact that, he was a little too strict, that's his job. He's saving lives, you know? I guess any of those parts that you miss, they're vital parts, they can cause an accident if you don't check it. That's why they're doing the pre-trip inspection. So you can check that everything's working, there's no leaks, whatnot. And I can sit here and tell you proudly that I'm glad he failed me because now I'm going back 100%. Now I know every single thing. Like there were certain things that I didn't learn at school because you can't see it when the people are doing the pre-trip inspection. I went out of my way and asked the instructor if he could please show me what those things are, how they look. I wanted to know. I wanted to see and visualize what a drum, uh, a brake drum, a brake shoe, and a brake pad is on the tires. You know what I mean? I wanted to visualize it so I could point it out and I could pretty much do my due diligence. You know what I mean? Um, I wanted to share this story with you guys because a lot of the people in my clecha, where I go to clecha, they started getting mad at that guy because he fails everybody for little things. And he broke the record. That was failing the most. So a guy called me. I was like, "Hey, this fool, woo, woo, woo." And I told him, "Look, if he failed you, it's for a reason, right? And think about it like this. Look at it like this. He failed you. He's gonna set you back for a little bit, but he could be saving a life. You could be saving a life for failing. Now you're gonna come back sharper, and you're gonna ace it. You know what I mean? So don't look at it like it's his fault. Look at it like you didn't study hard enough. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. You guys let me know what you guys think about this biggity bam bam spill. How the people from Raza from up north say the spill. Um, I got one more chance. I got one more chance to go to the DMV and pass the test. If I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. Cause YouTube ain't looking promising, my boy. Drop a comment, keep the content alive, and do me a favor. Go back, check out my old videos, give it a like, give it a comment so I can know you watched it. Y con eso dicho, un chingo de respeto. I'm gonna do a few more videos for you guys by today or tomorrow.